Very good morning to all. I hope you are doing great. I'm also good. Very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Reena and I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, we are going to talk about this book. Get to the point, sharpen your message, and make your words matter. So let's understand this book with the help of a beautiful story. So let's start. Arjun Mehta was born in a small village nested in the hills of Himachal Pradesh. His father was a farmer and his mother is a homemaker. Life was simple, but the financial struggles were relentless. Arjun had always been a bright student, but education beyond his higher school it seemed like a unattainable dream. His family barely had enough money to make ends meet, let alone fund his higher studies. Determined to change his fate, Arjun took a part time job while studying. He worked as a laborer in the field, assisted in a small grocery store, and even tutored younger students in the village. Despite his hardship, he remained committed to his education. His consistency paid off when he secured a scholarship to a reputed college in Delhi. It was a moment of motivation, of success, but the real challenges had just begun. The transition from a rural village to a bustling metropolitan city was overwhelming. Arjun struggled with language barrier, financially constrained, and the pressure of rigorous academics. He often skipped meals to save money and stayed up late in the library to compensate for his lack of resources. There were moments when he felt like giving up, but he reminded himself why he started. He was not just fighting for his dreams but also for his family's future. During his second year, Arjun developed an interest in technology. He spent countless nights learning coding from free online resources, practicing endlessly on a borrowed laptop. When his peers were enjoying their social lives, he was building his first software project. One day, he participated in a national level coding competition. Despite competing against students from elite institutions, he emerged victorious, earning recognition and a prestige internship opportunity. Arjun internship turned into a full-time job offer at a renowned tech company. His relentless dedication and innovation mindset soon made him a rising star in the industry. Within a few years, he founded his own startup, developing software solutions for rural businesses. His venture not only brought financial success but also created employment opportunities in underprivileged communities. Years later, Arjun stood on a grand stage, receiving an award for his contribution to the tech company. As he held the trophy, he thought of a boy who once worked in the field, dreaming of a better tomorrow. He had turned his struggles into stepping stones and proved that no dream is too big if pursued with unwavering determination. From the shadows of hardship to the spotlight of success, Arjun's journey became an inspiration for countless others. His story motivate others and he says one thing. Basically, struggles are temporary, but the strength to overcome them lasts forever. But Arjun's journey did not stop there. With a newfound success, he decided to give back to society in a meaningful ways. He established a foundation aimed at providing free technology education to students from low income backgrounds. He traveled across rural areas and sharing his experiencing and motivating young minds to dream beyond his situations. His foundation soon expanded into multiple initiatives, offering scholarship, mentorship program, and tech centers. Arjun personally mentored students who, like him, had potential but lacked opportunities. His commitment to social change earned him invitation to global conferences where he spoke about innovation, consistency, and power of education. Despite his remarkable achievement, Arjun remained humble. He continued to visit his village, ensuring his people had access to better education and infrastructure. He sponsored the construction of a school, bringing modern learning tools to young children. Seeing the children studying in well equipped classroom brought him immense joy. It was a full circle moment from his own childhood struggles. Arjun's impact resonated far beyond his village. His tech company expanded internationally, yet he remained deeply connected to his root. He encouraged his employees to engage in community service and launched corporate social responsibility initiative that supported rural development. One day, as he sat in his office overlooking a bustling city skyline, he reflected on his journey. He realized that success was not just about personal achievement, but about uplifting others. His story had become a motivation for others and proving that with resilience, hard work, and a heart dedicated to giving, one can create waves of positive change. Arjun Mehta's journey from struggling village boy to an industry leader was nothing short of extraordinary. His life stood as a testament to the fact that greatness is not defined by situations but by courage to rise above them. As long as there are dreamers willing to fight for their dreams, there will always be stories like his to inspire generation to come. So let's understand this book with the help of every chapter. Okay, so basically in the first chapter the author talk about this topic, understanding the power of clarity. That means a sense of clarity. To get to the point, author begins by explaining that clarity is the foundation of effective communication. Most people assume they are making a point when in reality they are merely presenting scattered ideas. The difference between a vague statement and a clear point is crucial. Clarity enables persuasion, actions, and impact. Author emphasizes that clarity starts with the recognizing that what truly means to convey. Many speakers and writers fill their content with unnecessary details, passive language, or ambiguity. He provides exercises to strip away clutter and sharpen one's message into a single focused idea. To ensure clarity, he recommends the following. First, identifying the core idea before speaking or writing, removing filter words that weaken statements, and structuring point with logic and simplicity. These are the practical strategies for clarity that you can implement in your life. The author offers a set of techniques to enhance clarity. First one is write before you speak. That means writing forcing structure helping to refine thought before verbalizing them. Second thing is use the so what test. That means every statement should answer the question so what to ensure it holds value. And thirdly, emphasize action word, which means active language enhances understanding and engagement. and also eliminate jargon. That means technical language may sound intelligent but often confuses the audience. So these are the common barriers to clarity. First one is over explaining. That means many people try to provide too much content, losing the key message in excessive detail. And second thing is hesitation. A lack of confidence lead to weak messages. And third point is unnecessary complexity. That means simplicity is the power. The shorter and clearer the message, the more impactful it becomes. And after learning this lesson, or after reading this chapter, the Arjun implement these things in his journey, okay, towards clarity. Arjun Mehta's life was initially filled with uncertainty. Born in a small village, he knew he wanted to succeed but was not sure how. His lack of direction mirrored the way many people communicate, uncertain, scattered, and lacking a clear point. It was only when he focused on his strength, education, and technology that he began to define a path. Much like refining a message, Arjun refined his goals. He eliminated distractions and dedicated himself to learning and made strategic choices. Once his vision became clear, he found himself moving towards success with greater determination. His journey mirrored the author technique: clarity lead to purpose and purpose lead to impact. In the chapter second, author talk about this topic, shaping your message with precision. That means importance of precision. Author highlights that many people dilute their message by adding unnecessary words or failing to get straight to the point. A precise message is this one: concise, specific, memorable. Concise, that means every word should add value. Specific, that means vague ideas weaken persuasion. And memorable, that means message should be structured to leave an impact. He provides a simple test. If someone asks what your point is and you need multiple sentences to explain it, then your point is not clear enough. And these are the techniques for precision. First one is cut the fluff. Second one is use direct language. Third one is structure for impact. So let's understand these one by one thoroughly. So basically, cut the fluff. That means avoid redundancy and filter word. Apart from that, use direct language. That means instead of it might be possible, that we could say we can, as well as structure for impact. That means lead with the main point, then support it with the necessary details. And next we have the role of confidence in precision. That means the precision is not just about word choice, it is about conviction. And the author explains that uncertainty in speech weakens a message. Confidence comes from knowing the subject well, and second thing is practicing delivery, and third thing is believing in one's own message. After reading this chapter, Arjun implement these things in his life. Arjun in initial struggles in the city reflected a lack of precision. His inability to communicate effectively held him back. However, once he learned to articulate his ideas clearly and concisely, his opportunities expanded. When he pitched his startup ideas, it was his ability to deliver a focused, precise presentation that won over investors. His journey proved that precision in communication lead to tangible success. In the chapter 3rd, author basically talk about this topic, overcoming doubt and speaking with conviction, the power of self belief. Author discusses how many people hesitate when speaking, diluting their message. He argues that true persuasion requires confidence. People believe in messages delivered with conviction. And these are the techniques that you can implement in your life. Techniques for speaking with conviction. First one is eliminate hesitation. Second one is use stronger tone. Third one is practice delivery. Okay, so in case of eliminate hesitation, that means avoid words like maybe or short of. And secondly, use stronger tone. That means speak with energy and assurance. And also practice delivery. Repetition build confidence and fluency. So here you can see that Arjun transformation after reading the chapter. Initially, Arjun doubted himself, but with each small achievement, his confidence grew. Whether securing a scholarship or launching his company, belief in himself transformed victory, his company. Just as a weakly delivered speech failed to convince a person without self assurance struggles to inspire action. In the chapter 4th, author talk about this topic, engaging your audience with impact. That means art of connection. Author highlights storytelling, tone, and body language as essential tool for engaging an audience. The best speakers create emotional connection through relatable stories and dynamic delivery. So these are the strategies for engagement. First one is tell a story, and second one is use emphasize. Third one is maintain eye contact. In case of tell a story, that means narrative make messages memorable, and use emphasize, which means varying tone and pacing enhances impact, and also maintain eye contact. That means which help to build trust and rapport. Arjun influence after reading this chapter. Arjun's ability to inspire stemmed from how he engaged people, whether mentoring students or speaking at conferences. He used personal stories and passionate delivery. His speeches resonated because they were not just informative, they were compelling. In the chapter 5, the author talk about this topic, from making a point to making a difference, which means driving action. Author conclude that making a point is meaningless unless it lead to action. Effective communication should inspire change, motivate audiences to respond, and leave a lasting impact. Arjun's legacy. Arjun did not just achieve personal success, he used his journey to uplift others. His foundation helped countless students, proving that true success is about making a difference. Just as author teaches the power of a point is in its ability to create real world change. In the chapter 6, the author talk about this topic, the art of persuasion in communication. That means the understanding persuasion. In Get to the Point, the author emphasizes that true communication is not just about delivering information. It's about persuading the audience to believe, feel, and act in a certain way. He argues that persuasion is the essence of making an impact, that the best communicator craft messages that resonate deeply with their listeners. Persuasion relies on, first one is emotional appeal, second one is logical structure, third one is credibility. Emotional appeal, that means connecting with people on personal level. Logical structure, that means ensuring argument are sound and well organized. Credibility, that means speaking with authority and trustworthiness. So these are the technique of persuasion communication you can implement in your life. First one is use relatable stories. Second one is incorporate data and evidence. Third one is build tension and resolution. Fourth one is address counter argument. Use relatable stories, that means audience respond to narratives that reflect their own experiences. Incorporate data and evidence, that means the facts support credibility. Apart from that, build tension and resolution, that means compelling argument should follow a problem solving format, and in case of address counter argument where anticipating objections strengthen the message. And in that way you can overcome the resilience. People naturally resist new ideas. Author provide these strategies to overcome this one. First one is empathy, second one is repetition, third one is call to action. Empathy, that means understanding opposing views helps shape stronger argument. Repetition, that means the key messages must be reinforced multiple times. Apart from that, call to action, that means every point should inspire a next step. Arjun mastery on persuasion, after reading this chapter, and Arjun expanded his business. He needed to persuade investors, employees, and clients. He learned that clear, confident communication won trust. His ability to craft compelling presentations secured funding and partnership, proving that persuasion is a powerful tool for success. In the chapter 7th, the author talk about these things, structuring your message for maximum impact. That means why structure matters. Author stresses that a well-structured message is easier to understand and more persuasive. The way information is organized can determine how effectively it is received. Effective message structured, that means you can implement these things. First one is the pyramid approach. Second one is problem solution framework. Third one is chronological order. Fourth one is contrast and comparison. So let's understand these one by one. Pyramid approach, that means start with the main point, then provide supporting details. Okay. Apart from that, problem solution framework, that means define a problem, then present a solution. As well as chronological order, best for storytelling or explaining processes. As well as contrast and comparison, that means you are highlight the differences to emphasize key points. Clarity through organization, a well structured message, that means it reduces the confusion and enhances the retention. Apart from that, strengthen the persuasion. Arjun's strategic storytelling. Arjun applied structured messaging when pitching ideas. He used the problem solution method to showcase his innovations. His ability to present ideas in a compelling format made him stand out in the competitive environment. In the chapter 8, the author talk about this topic, the role of body language in effective communication. That means the non-verbal communication. Author explains that words are only part of communication. Body language, facial expression, and tone play a crucial role in delivering messages. These are the key aspects of body language. First one is eye contact, gesture. Third one is posture. Fourth one is facial expression. Eye contact, that means it helpful to build trust and engagement. Gesture, that means the reinforce key points. Posture, that means reflect confidence. And facial expression, that means convey your emotions effectively. Practicing non-verbal skills. To improve body language, practice in front of a mirror, and you can also record and analyze presentations. Apart from that, seek feedback from others. Arjun's physical presence. After reading this chapter, initially Arjun struggled with stage fright. Over time, he mastered body language using confidence, gestures, and eye contact to captivate audiences. His ability to command a room became one of his greatest assets. In the chapter ninth, the author talk about this topic, the impact of tone and pacing in speech. That means why tone and pacing matter. Author highlights that how something is said often matters more than what is said. The tone sets the mood, while pacing controls the engagement. Mastering vocal delivery. That means varying tone. Second one is controlling speed. Third one is using pauses effectively. Fourth one is practicing modulation. Varying tone, that means keeps audiences interested. And in case of controlling speed, that means prevent information overload. And also using pauses effectively, that means it allows key point to resonate, as well as practicing modulation. It helps emphasize critical ideas. Arjun command over speech. After reading this chapter, Arjun refined his public speaking by adjusting his tone and pacing. Whether addressing investors or students, he used strategic pauses and emphasized to leave a lasting impact. In the chapter 10th, the author basically talk about this topic, handling questions and objections with confidence. That means the importance of handling questions well. Author teaches that question and answer session are an opportunity to reinforce one's message. Handling objections with confidence strengthens credibility. These are the technique for effective question and answer. First one is listen actively. Second one is stay calm and collected. Third one is acknowledge valid point. Fourth one is redirect to core message. Okay, so listen actively, that means it shows respect for the questionnaire. And if you are stay calm and collected, that means the composure signals expertise. And in case of acknowledge valid point, it builds the rapport. And in case of redirect to core message, that means keep the discussion focused. Arjun's grace under pressure. When Arjun often faced tough questions from stakeholders rather than reacting defensively, the learn to he learned to acknowledge concerns, offer solutions, and confidently steer discussion toward his strength. In the chapter 11th, the author basically talk about this topic, the role of competition, the role of repetition in reinforcing messages. Why repetition work? So basically, the author explains that repetition strengthens retention. People are more likely to remember messages that are reinforced multiple times. And effective use of repetition, these are the 3 points. First one is restate key points. Second one is use different forms. And thirdly, apply the rule of three. Restate key points, that means reinforce the main message, and also use different forms like visual, stories, and examples, enhance impact. Apart from that, apply the rule of three, where grouping information in three makes it more memorable. Arjun's strategic reinforcement, where Arjun used repetition to establish his brand through consistent messaging across interviews, social media, and speeches. He ensured his key values maintained at the forefront of his audience mind. In the chapter 12, the final step, turning communication into action. That means moving beyond words. The ultimate goal of communication, according to author, is to inspire action. A great message should not just be heard but should lead to meaningful outcome. So these are the encouraging actions. First one is make calls to action clear. Second one is show benefit of acting. Third one is follow up. Okay, so basically make calls to action clear. That means the audience should know what step to take next. And second thing is show benefit of acting. That means highlighting personal or societal gains increases motivation. And follow up. Keep the momentum going. Arjun's legacy of impact. Arjun did not just communicate his ideas, he acted on them. His startup was not just a business but a movement that empowered thousands. His story proven that when words are backed by actions, they can change the world. And the final thought, the convergence of communication and success. Both get to point, and Arjun's story emphasizes the power of clear persuasion and action driven communication. Success is not just about having great ideas, it's about articulating them effectively and turning them into reality, whether in business, leadership, or personal growth. Mastering communication is the key to making a lasting impact. That is all for the today. If you found this discussion helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep signing. Bye bye. Take care.